Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and this is going to be another one of my top 10 videos. But before I get started, I just wanted to throw out a couple of shout outs to people who have been supporting this channel lately. I want to shout out to Zach D, Tony Bivens, Rockin' Jonathan, Monica LW, and a couple of others that are recently subscribed to my channel. I just want to thank you guys. I really can't stress that enough. Thank you for subscribing to me, and thank you for inviting me into your world. It means a lot. Anyway, I said this is going to be another top 10 video, and it is. This time it's going to be my top 10 Demon Hunter songs. Now, Demon Hunter is a Christian metalcore band, whatever you want to call them. I'm not good with subgenres, so don't crucify me for that. I've been listening to them for quite a while now, and it was really hard to just pick 10 songs out of their amazing discography. But I am going to start with my 5 honorable mentions that didn't make the list, but they're still great songs. They are Lead Us Home, Not I, Someone to Hate, I Am a Stone, and Driving Nails. Those are all fantastic songs, but they just barely made the cut. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. At number 10, we have I Have Seen Where It Grows, which is off of their 2002 excuse me, their 2002 debut album that is self-titled. And the first time I ever heard this song was actually at a professional wrestling event. As funny as that may seem, not the WWE level, but there's a show that I used to go to a lot called GCW, which stands for Global Championship Wrestling here in Alabama. And I Have Seen Where It Grows was actually the theme song for GCW on all their events. And I had no idea that Demon Hunter was the one who actually did that. And I was listening to it, and I kept saying that voice, those vocals sound familiar. And sure enough, I looked it up, and it was Demon Hunter. So that was amazing to find out. But I Have Seen Where It Grows is really hard hitting, and what can you expect from Demon Hunter? It's going to be very gritty, very hard hitting, very, very fast paced, and it's a really in your face, aggressive type song, and that is why it is number 10 on my list. Okay, number 9, we have Incision, which is off of the album Storm the Gates of Hell that came out in 2007. Now, I think that this is an underrated song because I've never really heard a lot of people talk about it. I love the slow build up with the drums and the guitar riffs, and I love how it's just a song. To me, it sounds like it's a song about someone betraying someone. You guys can correct me. I know I'm not always right. I don't claim to be right. But this is just what I take from the song. Especially the line that says, now give me back the blade so I'll make that first incision for you. It just sounds like someone has stabbed someone else in the back. And maybe not a lot of people can relate to that. I can't relate to it, but it's still a great song nonetheless. It's Ryan Clark's vocals, they never fail to amaze, and that's why it's number 9 on my list. Number 8, we have The Last One Alive, which is off of the album Extremist that came out in 2014. Now, the first time I ever heard The Last One Alive was actually on Sirius XM Octane a couple of years ago, and I was really glad that they were playing Demon Hunter songs, because Demon Hunter doesn't really, well, maybe they do now, but back then Demon Hunter didn't really get played a lot on Octane. And I really don't understand why, because that fits the genre for that type of music, or the station for that type of music, excuse me. But The Last One Alive is one of Demon Hunter's more mellow sounding songs, but it's still heavy in its own way. It's still got really cool guitar riffs, and Ryan Clark's vocals. Once again, I can't say enough about how amazing his vocals is, and it really shows off his softer vocal side. If you guys, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, and that's why it's number 8 on my list. Number 7, we have Cross to Bear, which is also off of the album Extremist. Now, usually I am not a fan of music that is all screaming. Like, I have to have a balance. But this song is an exception because from what I can remember, there are absolutely no clean vocals in this song whatsoever. But it works, and I love how, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. I love how in your face it is, and I love how Ryan Clark is basically just letting Christians have it. You know, there's a line that says, "Not one of you bastards has a cross to bear." And you want to talk about an eye-opening lyric. He's basically calling out everybody who's judgmental and who thinks that they're holier than thou and stuff like that, and saying, hey, you're no different than anybody else. And I really love how Demon Hunter's not afraid to express what they believe, and to put out a lyric like that, which a lot of people thought was controversial because it had the word bastards in it. But it was used in the right context to where it's not coming off as a cuss word or whatever. But if you haven't heard Cross to Bear, check it out. It's very eye-opening, very thought-provoking, very, very heavy. And that's why it's number 7 on my list. And number 6, we have Not Ready to Die, which is off of the album Summer of Darkness, I believe, which came out in 2004. Not Ready to Die is another hard-hitting song, you know, just what you can expect. Ryan Clark, you know I sound like a broken record here, but what can you really say? He does amazing vocal work. The instruments in this song are very fast, very heavy, very, very in your face. I'm going to be saying that a lot. I know I've already said it a lot, but I don't know what else to say to describe some of these songs by saying the same thing over again. But it's a really great song with a powerful message, and that's why it's number 6 on my list. And number 5, this may be a surprise to some of you, but number 5 we have The Tide Began to Rise, which is off of the album. I've never knew how to say the album name. Is it the Triptych or the Triptych? Comment down below if you know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. I've never known how to pronounce that, and I still don't know, so tell me in the comments. This is definitely one of the softest Demon Hunter songs in the whole discography, and I really like that. It shows off a little cool piano intro, and it has piano throughout the song, which I think is really cool. Very unlike Demon Hunter. I love when they go soft to prove that, hey, you know, they can sing ballads too, and that's what this song is. It's a great ballad. It's very, very awesome, very honest, very raw, very gripping, especially in the chorus when he talks about, you know, I found a dark infernal place that I don't want to face anymore. I mean, who can't relate to that? You know, it's just a great song. Great overall melodies, and Ryan Clark's voice, like I said, it's outstanding in this song, and that's why it's number 5 on my list. Number 4, we have Fiction Kingdom, which is off of the album Storm the Gates of Hell. Now, Fiction Kingdom became one of my favorite songs pretty much overnight. I was listening to Demon Hunter one night, and I came across this song, and I never really listened to it much, never really gave it much thought. But I listened, and I actually pulled up the lyrics to see what it was actually saying. And wow, you talk about a slap in the face to holier than thou Christians. This is definitely what this is about. I mean, it's basically talking about people. This is just my interpretation now, but from the lyrics, kind of sounds like he's talking about people who take the Bible and make it into something that it was never meant to be. Because there's a line in there that says, "You took the product from its own account to birth the gospel of inferior view." That's one of my favorite lines in the whole song. It's definitely really, really eye-opening, and I think a lot of people can definitely relate to this. And that's why it's number 4 on my list, just for the lyrics alone. I mean, if you got Ryan Clark screaming that you're too judgmental in your face, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, in my opinion. Okay, number 3 we have Thorns, which is also from the album Storm the Gates of Hell. This song has been one of my top favorites for years now. It's another kind of softer song for Demon Hunter. I mean, it's still got, heavy instruments, but Ryan Clark's vocals are very soft, and you can really start to understand just how far his range goes. I mean, he can do growls, he can do screams, and he can also do softer music, and that's one thing that I really like about Ryan Clark. And Thorns, I don't really understand the song lyrically. I haven't figured out my interpretation of that, but it's definitely one of those songs that paints an image in your head and you can really see what's going on. And I know I've said before how much I like songs and music that can do that, and that's why Thorns is number 3 on my list. Okay, number 2 we have Carry Me Down, which is also off of Storm the Gates of Hell. I know you're seeing a trend here with that album. But Carry Me Down is basically a song about legacy, in my opinion. He's talking about, will you carry me down the aisle that final day? Basically, don't cry for me that I'm dead. Cry for the fact that, cry happy tears. That's basically what I'm getting from this song. Carry me down the aisle, lower me down, and let the sun come down, or let the rain come down and wash away your pain. That's a great message. It's very uplifting, because when someone dies, your first instinct is to, of course, be sad, and of course you're going to be sad, but knowing that they're in a better place, that's very comforting, and this song hits very close to me, especially now. But that's why it's number 2 on my list. And number 1 we have 1,000 Apologies from the album The Triptych, whatever. But 1,000 Apologies has been my favorite Demon Hunter song for years. I don't have the words to describe this song, but I'm going to try to describe it anyway. I love everything about this. I love the melody, I love the beat, I love the drums, I love Ryan Clark's vocals, I love the imagery and the overall product that this song brings. I love everything about it. I love the lyrics. They're very, very eye-opening, very provoking, very, very awesome. And if you check out any of these songs on my list, please go for 1,000 Apologies. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, guys, I'm about out of time here. I'm going to wrap it up now. But there you go. Those are my top 10 Demon Hunter songs, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree with the list? Are there some that I forgot to mention that you love? I want to hear what you have to say. Comment down below, share this with people, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.